have a video that's kind of blowing up a little bit right now. It's not like crazy or nothing, but it's about to hit 10K views. It's got a ton of likes and saves and things like that. And it's about ADHD, and it's about my form of ADHD that was creating and causing me to have depression like super bad for a pretty big part of my life. And then that got fixed and my life is fucking awesome now. But on the ADHD topic, I am a health and fitness coach. I also used to be a fish and wildlife biologist. That's the point. But it's one of those things where I have a lot of people who find me through like my health and fitness, or they find me through my ADHD, and then they find out about the other thing that I do, or know a lot about, and then they're like, hey, like I have ADHD and I want to get in shape, and also could you help me out, because you seem to have it pretty well figured out. And to that I'll say, yeah, I have it decently figured out. I don't have it all the way figured out, but I have a pretty good handle on, ADHD and, being in shape. And I've been doing it for a long fucking time now. Honestly, probably like 16 years or more at this point. And so one of the biggest things that I think helps with staying the course with ADHD, because here's the problem, is your routines and your habits are way less permanent than or established as a normal person's routines and habits are. The thing is that routines and habits are everything to you, but at the same time, they are very fleeting and they can get disrupted terribly, really, really badly. Like even the most basic of routines, like brushing your teeth or showering regularly, or, just remembering to take your medication, like just like things that you've done for years and years and years and decades. You get into a rough patch with your ADHD, you get in a rough headspace, you stop doing something, for a day or two because you're super fucking depressed. And then all of a sudden, like that routine's gone and out the window, and it's fucking, it can take a long time to get it back consistently and reestablish those habits and those routines, which sucks ass, because it's like, I'm 32, I shouldn't have a hard time, brushing my teeth twice a day kind of thing. Thankfully, I built that habit back up, but it was rough for a little bit there. And I'm somebody that I love being like, and feeling good and looking good relatively. And I care about myself a lot, but again, it's the habit and the routine and the out of sight, out of mindness of it all. It can be very difficult for people. And so getting back to the health and fitness aspect inside of things, routine is huge. And so it can be very easy for somebody with ADHD to get into health and fitness and working out consistently, but then fall out of it extremely fast. And so one thing that I've found that helps a lot with that is the reward system side of it, right? And also like the daily reminder stuff, like having it on a calendar, having it on like notes to remind you to go do it, getting up early enough on time so you have an abundance of excess time to be able to like make it happen, even if you're running behind or you're goofing around or you're getting distracted and pinballing throughout your day. It can be very important. But one thing that has helped me, and that I say it time and time again, and it's probably the biggest thing, and it's funny because you'd think somebody that works out and as consistently as I do and has been doing it for as long as I have, and has as bad of ADHD as I have, and how much I love the gym and I love all these things, but caffeine. I joke, I don't know if I'm addicted to working out and being in shape, or if I am addicted to caffeine, and looking at myself in the mirror when I'm working out. And I say that like jokingly, but I also say that kind of truthfully. It's like, I don't know, honestly, like sometimes that's the thing that gets me to go. It's not that I want to be healthy or fit or whatever. It's because I want to get that fucking caffeine in my body, because it makes my brain feel good. It makes my body feel good. I want to go to the gym because I like looking at myself in the fucking mirror, and I like seeing the muscles, and I like seeing that aspect. If I'm a fucking bird looking in a puddle or a car window or something, then I'm a fucking bird doing that shit. Like, I don't know. Like, there's some like animalistic like thing about that just like I'm attracted to. There's also the caffeine aspect, and that's whether or not that's triggering dopamine or giving me whatever I want to get out of it. And caffeine can be very, can feel very good for people with ADHD, and it's something that sometimes oddly enough can calm people down. Like for me, like, I like it because it hypes me up temporarily to a degree, and it kind of dials me in and gets me like kind of pre-focus for handling my ADHD. But then also, like, you know, I don't get fucking sleepy or anything like that at all. It doesn't impact my sleep at all. Like, I can have like a Monster energy drink, you know, half hour before I go to bed. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. I can, you know, it doesn't impact me in the way that it would impact other people. And so if you have ADHD, long story fucking short, man, this is a tangent of all tangents and probably lost everybody along the way. You know, if you have a hard time getting, getting yourself to go to the gym consistently, find what, like, you're locked in on and use that as a reward system for it. And that thing probably, like, you know, I would argue I'm more addicted to caffeine than I am than going to the gym, but they're so closely tied in with each other that both of them happen regardless of whatever ends up actually being true or not. So yeah, hope that helps. Hope that helps you kind of like think about your own health and fitness journey and how you want to navigate and everything like that. But yeah, you can still be healthy and in shape with ADHD. You can still create amazing routines and habits. And quite honestly, if you get dialed and locked the fuck in and it becomes your hyperfixation, ooh, buddy, you're fucking unstoppable in that area of life while it's going on. And hopefully you maintain that, you know, afterwards, just because of all the other like positives. And if it ever gets disrupted, just remind yourself, like, hey, like, you know, I may have fallen the fuck off, but I can fall the fuck back in just as fast, if not faster, because you got that superpower going on up here. Even though it can feel like a detriment sometimes, it's you know, I think a lot of it's about perspective. And yes, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, and people like really try to romanticize ADHD and how you're like just like real like goofy and I forget things and all. And I know it can be a very debilitating disease. Trust me, I fucking know. But it can also be, you know, something that we use to our advantage if we know how to navigate it effectively. So hope that helps. If you have any other questions about health and fitness or ADHD in general, or parenting, like I got you. Like, feel free to ask. I'm an open book. I will, you know, respond with a video probably depending on what the question is. So, but other than that, have a good one.